up, it's Eline and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to do a first impressions like testing video on some new like affordable makeup products. I wouldn't call them drugstore because I have some Colourpop and they're not really available at the drugstore. They're affordable, but you can't really get them at the drugstore, only on their website. Then I also have a few products by the Balm, and again the Balm is a little bit more expensive than drugstore prices, so that's why I'm calling it affordable and not drugstore. But yeah, I picked up a bunch of new products and I was so excited to try it out in a video, so that's what I did for you guys today. I also used the Shayla x Colourpop Perception palette, which looks like this on the inside. It is such a stunning palette and I thought I would use it in today's video. So yeah, before getting into the video, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit that little bell, and also give this video a thumbs up if you like testing videos. That way I know to film more of them. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get on into the video. Okay, so to prime my skin, I'm going to use my Catrice Prime and Fine Smoothing Refiner. It says it's for invisible pores and lines. I actually used this in my previous tutorial, so it's not like a first impressions, but I've only used it once, so I want to try it out even more. So this is what that looks like on the inside. It's basically like a thick paste, I would say. And I picked this up because Tati said that this was a great dupe for the Tarte like pore filling primer, and I've always wanted to try that one, so I decided to pick up this one and see if it's good or not. So I'm just going to apply a little bit on the areas where I have enlarged pores, so right here and also a little bit here, and also in my smile lines to fill them in a little bit. And I also apply a little bit underneath my eyes so that it can fill in those lines too. It feels very soft on my skin and I definitely think it like blurs and fills up my pores. So yeah, so far I really like this primer, but again, this is something you really have to test out a few times before you can say if it works or it doesn't, but so far it does look really good on my skin. I don't have a new foundation or concealer to try, so I'm going to apply that really quickly. Now that my foundation and concealer is on, I'm going to go ahead and set that using the Balm Photobalm powder foundation. This is in the shade Light. Which is a local drugstore here in Belgium, actually had a sale on the Balm where everything was half off, I think. Yeah, I think it was half off or 60% off. So I decided to pick up this and try it out. So this is what the packaging looks like, super cute. And then it says Light right here. It also has a mirror on the inside, and then this is what the actual powder looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and use it to set underneath my eyes and then also the rest of my face and see what happens. So far it does look really good underneath my eyes and also on my eyelids where I used it to set my eyeshadow primer. It actually looks really nice. So now I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face. Alright, so I really like that powder. It did add a little bit of coverage, but not too much. And my makeup is nice and set. So now I'm going to add some bronzer and highlight because again, I don't have anything new to try. For highlight, I'll be using my Sivanna Colors Sweet Peach Blush. Now when I swatch this looks more like a highlight than a blush, so I'm going to use it as a highlight. I actually got this in Thailand a while ago. By the way, that Asian first impressions tutorial is still coming up. I still have to film it, but it is on my filming list. But I'm going to try this out today, and this is what that looks like on the inside. So when I swatch these first two shades right here, I get a beautiful highlight, as you guys can see. So that's why I'm going to use it as a highlight and not a blush. So I'm just going to focus my brush on this area right here. Oh, That is intense, and I definitely picked up too much. Whoops. I never thought I would actually say this, but I'm wearing too much highlight. I didn't know this could be possible, but it is. Yeah, that's an intense highlight. Okay, so I have to admit that it is a beautiful highlight, but you have to use a very light hand with it. I'm going to go over it with my beauty blender and try to blend it into my skin a little bit more. But yeah, it is beautiful. It is just extremely intense, as you guys can tell. Okay, so now that I'm going to the gods, let's go ahead and move on to eyeshadow. So I actually got the Shayla and Colourpop Perception eyeshadow to try out in today's video. And then I also have two Super Shock shadows by Colourpop. This one is called Birthday Wish, and it was for their 1st anniversary. And I also have this one in Roulette, and this is a matte black shade right here. So let's see which shade to use from the Perception palette. So the palette comes with a mirror, which is really handy. There's not really a setting color in this palette, which is a bummer, so I'm just going to add a little bit more of that, the Balm powder, because I can see that my eyeshadow primer creased just a little bit, so I'm going to try and set it even more. For my transition, I'm going to pick up Culture right here, and as usual, I'm just going to blend that into my crease. So I'm applying it in my crease, and then what's left on the brush, I'm going to blend upwards a little bit. This is a beautiful shade, and it is super pigmented. And again, as usual, it's blending out like a dream. So now that I have a nice transition going on, I'm going to darken up using the shade Revenge, which is the shade right here. So I'm going to focus this in my outer crease, and then what's left, I'm going to start slowly blending inwards a little bit. Picking up a little bit more of that transition shade, I'm going to start blending everything out and making sure there are no like harsh lines and edges. I don't know what to do on my actual eyelids. I would love to use Titus, but my crease is so warm. I don't know if it will go with my crease. You see what I mean? So what I'm going to do now is cut my crease using my concealer. So I just apply a little bit right here, and then what I do is look up. That way I know where I have to cut my crease, because I have hooded eyelids, and that way my eyelid shade will be visible if I do it this way. Okay, so I changed my mind. I'm going to add Spill the Tea, which is a beautiful like rose gold shade, this one right here. So I'm going to add that shade on my eyelids, and then I'm going to apply a pop of color on my lower lash line. Oh damn, I have fallout. Okay, luckily it does away quickly. We're all good. By the way, I am currently breaking out everywhere, like here and here, because I had the most brilliant idea to wear my makeup for 48 hours. Yeah, that wasn't like the best plan ever and not very healthy for my skin. I had to stay over at my dad's without me preparing for it, and I didn't bring my makeup remover, nor did I have my makeup, and I had to work the next day. So I just decided to sleep in my makeup and wear it the next day, which never do that. It looked disgusting. I mean, it was fine, but it didn't look that fresh, and it was horrible for my skin. So yeah, never do that. Never ever do that. So now I'm going to again blend out the edges, and then I'm also going to apply a little bit more of Revenge in my outer V area. Taking the shade Unbothered, I'm going to use that to highlight my inner corners and brow bone. Oh wow, that is intense. I like that shade. That would be a beautiful like face highlight as well. And then for my lower lash line, I'm debating between Sassy and September. I think I might go for Sassy. So I'm going to use Sassy right here and smoke it out on my lower lash line. This could look very wrong and very horrible, but we'll see what happens. You know what? I'm going to add a pop of September as well. Alright, that looks pretty good. That added a lot of darkness to the look, but I actually like it. So for mascara, I picked up the Balm What's Your Type Black Mascara. So again, I picked this up on sale. This was super cheap. I think it was like 7 euros or something. And normally the Balm isn't like the cheapest ever. So this is what the mascara looks like. I think I heard a lot of great things about this one. It could be another one, but there is a mascara by the Balm that is really popular. This is what the wand looks like right here. It is like a spiky rubbery wand, which usually I do prefer these types of mascara wands, so I hope it will be good. But before applying it, I'm going to curl my eyelashes really quickly. Alright, so far I really like the mascara. It's very like lengthening and the formula is a little bit thicker, which I actually really enjoy. It's not like clumping up or anything. It looks pretty good actually. So this is one coat right here. Don't mind me getting mascara everywhere. I always do so. I suck at applying mascara. But this is what one coat looks like. I'm going to build it up. Usually I apply about 3 to 4 layers. I do apply a lot of mascara, so I'm going to do that and see what it looks like. Alright, so this is what the mascara looks like with about 3 coats, I would say. I really like this mascara, but you do have to work a little bit quick with it because it dries down relatively fast. So building up layers, you do have to do it quickly and not wait in between too long. But aside from that, I really like the end results of this mascara. It looks really good. I mean, that looks pretty good in my opinion. So now that we're all done with the eyes, let's go ahead and move on to my lips. So to line my lips, I picked up the Balm Pick Up Liners, and this is in the shade I Really Dig You. Again, got it on sale. So this is what the packaging looks like, and then this is the actual lip liner right here. So this is a beautiful like nude lip liner. As you can see, it will go with a lot of different like lipsticks, so I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with this. There is a little sharpener in here, which is great because it's not a retractable one. You do have to sharpen it. Right, so this lip liner is definitely very creamy. It is a little bit darker than what I thought it would look like, but it is super creamy and it does dry down a little bit, which is good because that means that it will stay on for a longer period of time. And then for my actual lipstick, I'm going to use my the Balm Meet Matte Hughes, I think, and this is in the shade Charismatic. I already used this formula but not this shade, and I really like this formula, so let's hope this shade is no exception. So this is what it looks like. These smell really good. They remind me of like the original Tic Tacs. That's the exact same scent. But yeah, let's go ahead and apply it. Okay, so this is what Charismatic looks like. I really love this shade. It looks beautiful and the formula is the exact same as what I'm used to with the Balm. So I'm really happy with that. And I really love how the lips match the eyes. It is perfect. But then I also have a lipstick to try, and this is the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Leche Me. This was part of the Catrice collection, which unfortunately isn't available anymore, but I thought I would still try it out. So this is what that gloss looks like. It looks like a beautiful nude gloss shade. Doesn't really smell like anything, but let's go ahead and apply it on top of this. That is just stunning and so freaking glossy. It does have a lot of like pigment to it. It's not very sheer, as you guys can see right here, but it actually matches with the lipstick perfectly. It is so beautiful. The formula isn't sticky whatsoever, but I did have to build it up a little bit. I think I went back in about 3 times, but it looks freaking gorgeous. I love this gloss so much. I like that. Alright, and that actually wraps up this makeup look. I didn't use the Super Shock shadows, but I'll use them in another video. Alright, so I am actually really happy with how this makeup look turned out. There wasn't anything that I really didn't enjoy. I actually liked almost everything, which is great. So I'm going to go over the products really quickly. What do we have? So the primer, I can't really tell a lot of difference because the highlight did accentuate my pores, but my skin looks pretty good, so yeah, I don't hate it, but I don't see like a huge difference. I see a little bit of difference, but not like a lot. The Photobalm foundation powder, I do have to say that it looks a little bit heavy on my skin now that it has been on for like about an hour, I would say, because it settled into my fine lines on my like laugh lines, and it does look a little bit cakey right here, and usually with that foundation I don't have that. So it is a little bit heavy, but aside from that, it does keep my face pretty matte, which is important, especially when it's hot outside. So yeah, I'm not like blown away by it, but it's not bad either. And I also think I could use the shade up from this, so probably medium. The highlight, it is really good, but super intense. So if you use this, you have to use a really light hand. And also this is really hard to get your hands on. It is an Asian brand. So yeah, but it was beautiful. Just use a very light hand with it because yeah, I didn't apply enough, that's for sure. Then the Perception eyeshadow palette, I love it. I definitely could have played around with colors a little bit more, but the colors I wanted to play with are very cool tone, and there's not really any cool tone matte shades in here. So that's like the only thing I'm missing in this palette, and also a like nude setting powder. But aside from that, this is a beautiful palette, and again, The formula is great. I love Colourpop eyeshadows. You guys definitely know that by now. The mascara, I absolutely love this mascara. It builds pretty easily. It definitely adds a lot of volume and length, as you guys can see. And yeah, I really like the formula of this mascara, and the wand is also amazing. Then these three lip products right here, in my opinion, this is a beautiful lip combination. They paired perfectly together. It's like as if they were made for each other. The pencil is a little bit darker than what I thought it would look like, but it is still very beautiful. The liquid lipstick is gorgeous, and this gloss, I mean, are you kidding me? It is stunning. It looks so glossy and juicy. I love that. So yeah, that was a quick roundup of all the products that I used in today's video. I am really happy with everything I picked up and used. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this look. And if you think there's makeup at the drugstore that I definitely have to try out, definitely leave a comment down below in the comments. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.
Say that it feels right.